Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sherry here, aka Timeout Addiction. Not that you didn't already know that. Welcome to Timeout Thursday. It's an intense one. I'm definitely going to let you guys know it is intense. Hence by the title, because I couldn't go to bed tonight until I got these thoughts out. So there's going to be some tears, maybe a little bit of swearing, so please don't watch this near little human ears. And definitely some laughter. I'm fully ready to go to bed now. I feel better, but I always said to you guys I was going to give you raw and real. And I couldn't go to bed till I got this shit off my chest. So it is what it is. So without any further ado, we'll get into the video. I just wanted to put a little bit of a warning. It's not a rant. It's just, like I said, when the lights go out, you're left with your thoughts, and I just needed to get some stuff off my chest and talk and chat and go from there. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would stick around by hitting that subscribe button and joining the Vibe Tribe family. If you like today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, as it lets me know I'm on the right track for creating content. If you don't like it, that's okay with me too. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, as it lets you know when all my videos upload. So without any further ado, we're going to get into this. I do feel better. I'm going to go to sleep and have a wonderful sleep now. Many, many blessings. Hashtag Vibe Tribe. Hey everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Sherry here, aka Diamond Art Addiction. So I know you guys probably have a lot of questions, like why weren't you on live last night? You know, and not that I feel I have to justify anything. If you hear my cats going crazy, I apologize. I'm filming this at like 1:13 in the morning, and that was because I need to and I want to. So the thoughts are there. So instead of sitting there holding all this in, I'm just going to talk. It is Timeout Thursday, and we all know what Timeout Thursday is. Even as adults, every once in a while, we need a timeout to just go, whoa, wait a second. And to process things. And for me, because of how I process things differently. I feel things very intensely. I may have to take breaks during this, but I'm going to try my best not to be a blubbering mess. I always told you guys, when I started this journey from the get-go, I'm going to show you guys raw and real, and this is just life. And this has been a huge outlet for me since I started this journey. So all of you know my back is absolutely pooch, to the point the doctors won't even operate. Let's just call a spade a spade. They're not going to operate. There's nothing they can do. It's done. They're more worried about causing more damage than good. So, Kate, I've processed it. I've thought about it. It is what it is. I need to start facing some major realities. One of my realities. Okay, before I start this, let's back this train up a second here. Squirrel. Please do not watch this video near human little ears, or if you want to watch it, please put headphones in. There is probably definitely going to be some emotion. There's probably definitely going to be maybe an F-bomb or two. You never know. You never know with me. Welcome to my world. You don't know what you're going to get. But the one thing you're always going to get with me is real, raw. I ain't going to be fake. And I'm just going to lay the moose out on the table. I know I was supposed to go live last night. I was able to get yesterday's video because I pre-recorded it before yesterday. I decided to take myself off the pain medication. I felt it was starting to control me and not me control it. I am a recovering addict, and I will always have addict tendencies. That is going to be with me for life. It is what it is. I've accepted it. I don't beat myself up for it. I'm actually proud to say that I have overcome addiction. I am proud to say that I can recognize the signs when addiction's starting to set in. And because of everything else that I'm going through, give me a second, you guys. Okay, I just needed a breather. Yeah, there's probably going to be a few of those during this video. It's just the way it's going to be. It's one of those videos. So, because of everything else I'm going through, I started noticing addictive tendencies were coming back. And the pain medication was not only dealing with my back pain, but it was dealing with the mental and emotional pain that I'm in as well. So it was time for me to come off the pain medication. There is another medication that you can take that is just as effective, if not more effective, for pain management without getting the high. And that medication is called Suboxone. Even the back surgeon says it's better, and I knew it was time for me to come off of the hydromorph cotton. That's what I was taking, and I'm going to call a spade a spade. That's what I was taking for the back pain, because due to my opioid addiction many, many moons ago, I'm what you call opioid intolerant. So I have a higher tolerance for opioids, so they don't work as well on me. So in order for pain medication to work for me, I have to be given the real potent stuff. The real strong stuff. Real strong shit. Enough to knock a horse on its ass kind of stuff. No, I'm just kidding, you guys. I'm just being a smart ass. But it's potent. It's potent. And I noticed that I was starting to let that monster wake up within me. Those demons were waking up, saying, oh, we might get her. We might get her back. You know, back to the dark side, as I call it. And I'm like, no, that shit ain't be happening. But in order to start Suboxone, you just can't just take it while you're taking hydromorph cotton or oxycodone or whatever painkiller you're taking. You actually have to go about 24 hours with no opioid medication. And because I've been on this medication for a while, yes, my body had become dependent on it, right? That's going to happen to the best of people, whether you're an addict or not. It just going to happen, right? You know, your brain gets this and it goes, oh, look at that. Right? It just happens. So literally, I had to go through some discomfort. I was actually smart and I slept through a good majority of it, but I was in no shape to go live last night. So here's the thing. When you stop taking any form of mind-altering substance and all those emotions start coming back, you know, you kind of become a weeping willow over here. Like, trust me, I tell you, I've had soggy eyes all day. I'm just kidding, you guys. I've only been awake since 5 o'clock, to be honest. I knew this was coming down the pipes and I was ready for it. You know, I don't want to become an addict again. And I have to know when to say when. So I said when. But when the lights go out and all we're left with is our own thoughts, that can be a really scary place. You know, I have always said, we are our own worst enemies. It doesn't matter what we're doing. You know, we are our own worst critics. You know, we think people are looking at us when people probably aren't looking at us, because you want to know why? Because they don't give a shit. You know, unless they're there, you know, looking at you because they're talking shit about you, because 9 out of 10 times, that's usually the case. You know, or they're looking at you because you're making a funny face, or maybe you got something on your cheek. I don't know, right? But 9 out of 10 times, really, truly, people don't care. You know, there's people that say they care. There's people who
act like they care. But from all my experiences, they don't care. Give me 1 sec, you guys. I had to go blow my nose. I don't think you guys wanted to hear me honk on my schnoz. So I figured I'd pause for that there. No, like I from what my experience, you know, people don't care. And people are really, really good at flipping the table to make you feel like a piece of crap about yourself. I've experienced a lot of that lately too. And, you know, I keep this stuff in, especially when it comes from family. You know, I learned just to shut my mouth and agree, because either 9 out of 10 times you're my elder, you know. Right now, me and Mr. Addiction are not in a very good financial way. I gotta pause again. I'm gonna stop being such a big baby and I'm gonna work through this. So me and Mr. Addiction are in a very bad financial way, yes. And I blame myself because I put the interest of others ahead of our own. And what I mean by that was when I got hurt last November. That finally polished my back off. I put the interest of the place I worked ahead of my own. And what I mean by that is I didn't put in a WCB claim when I should have. Because I didn't want to do that to the boss. I have a very deep-rooted connection, as I was friends with the girl that I worked with, who got me the job. I was good friends with her. And my original boss, I started this job back in 2011. And the boss that I was working for, who happened to be my good friend's father, suddenly fell ill in June of 2013. Unfortunately, by September, he had succumbed to his illness. And because of how everything, it was bad. Like, it was really traumatic. It was awful. He had his faults, like every human does, where no one's perfect. He had his faults, right? But he was one hell of a businessman, and I learned a shit ton from him, you know. And being gifted, he knew, you know, he knew what I was in life, because he used to tease me about it. He'd come in, he used to call me Steamy. He'd be like, "Oh, Steamy, the ghost talking to you today?" Just to tease me, right? Like, it was what it was. It was all in fun. Maybe, maybe not. But here's the thing. In life, he knew what I could do. So he took that with him in death. And for the longest time, his spirit used to bother me. And then it got to the point after so long, I had to shut it out. And I actually had a really interesting dream today that had him in it. And now all of a sudden his spirit is back. You know, and he was an amazing man. He really was. Had his faults. He wasn't perfect, but he was a good man. And I felt such a loyalty to him and to my friend and this job that I put mine and Mr. Addiction's, I put myself at risk. And, well, what comes around goes around, right? Well, I didn't put my own interests to myself, and I got completely stabbed in the back, and a bunch of lies were told, and my WCB claim was denied. So I'm left here blaming myself for the situation that we're in. And I don't know how to get us out of it. With Mr. Addiction, you guys know Mr. Addiction has a brain injury. If you don't know that, so Mr. Addiction was in a car accident many moons ago. We actually didn't get together until after his car accident. We've been together. Our 10-year anniversary is Friday. And it took him a long time to get where he's at right now. So being, you know, like, besides his speech impediment, which is because they didn't fix his jaw properly, you wouldn't really know he has a brain injury. Like, yes, there are some cognitive there, but his biggest thing is he can easily be taken advantage of because he's got such a kind heart and soul. It's like when he woke up from that coma, he came back with a pure soul. But we'll save that for another time. So I feel like I have to be the strong one. And I feel like I have to be the one that's always put together. And I always have to have the answers. And I don't have the answers for this. I don't know how to fix it. I can't work. It is what it is. Like I said earlier, my back is so messed up that there's nothing they can do. It's beyond repair. So I'm sitting here and I'm beating up on myself because I was so worried about the interest of another and pissing people off that I didn't put the WCB claim in. Now, don't think that these are bad people. I like to call them misguided, basically is what I like to say, right? Like, you know, I'm not going to go into too much details about, because I'm not here to dog on people. I don't want to see no negative comments, you know, about my ex-employer. They don't know any better. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, when you don't know what it's like to struggle to pay your bills and you don't know what it's like to have to worry about whether you can put food on the table for your family, you don't know any better. You don't know. You don't know that struggle, right? And I'm not, you know. So it is what it is. C'est la vie. I mean, I know in my heart of hearts, everything, like when my old boss died back in 2013, I literally, because I worked for him and his daughter, who happened to have been, at the time, my best friend. You know, and I stepped up. And between me and my old boss's son-in-law, we took the reins. And there, you know, I basically put my entire life on hold for quite some time. All winter, because he died in September, so all of fall, all that winter, the spring, you know, and then by summer, you started seeing the daughters coming around. Anyway, you know, I felt such a loyalty to that, you know, that I thought if push came to shove, even though I lied and I didn't file with WCB, I thought push come to shove that they would have extended the same courtesy to me. And I wasn't shown that. Yes, they have helped me in other financial predicaments, you know, but I'm not going to get into a spitting match about what this person did and what that person did. They lied through their teeth and, It is what it is. So now I'm sitting here in this predicament that I'm in, wondering why. Like, what is the lesson in this? You know, I look at everything from a perspective. Like, I look at everything from a spiritual perspective. What is the lesson? What is the karma? Like, you know, I can't pay my bills, or I'm giving partial payments, you know. We live on soup and crackers and Ritz and condiments. It's just a couple days, you guys. It's just a couple days. We're not starving. Like, we're going to be okay. You know, but I look at it, and then this is what I mean when the lights go out and you're left with your thoughts. And I lay in bed and I look at my disabled husband and I feel like I failed him. I feel like I failed my entire family. And of course, now I'm not on the painkillers, right? Like, I'm completely switched over. I'm on the Suboxone now. And I have nothing numbing me. Sorry, you guys. I'm not going to I'm trying not to get emotional. But I keep getting messages. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm not going to answer everybody back. Yes, I will be okay. At this moment, no, but I will be. And that's not the only thing that I'm facing right now. Like, that's just one. Back in 2017, I got sick and I had to leave my job. And I went for an MRI, and they definitely seen some shit on the MRI. And with the blood tests and the symptoms and everything I was going through, they're like, yeah, okay, this is definitely multiple sclerosis. But in order to get that definitive answer, you have to go for a spinal tap. And I never went for it. I was on my way to get it done, and I chickened out, you guys. I completely chickened out. And that stems from the epidural when I had my youngest. I was completely traumatized by that epidural. I swore no one would ever stick another needle in my back again. Well, in order to get a spinal tap, they kind of got to stick a needle in your back. And I refused it. And we just told everybody that I went for the spinal tap when I didn't. Well, some people got a hold of it. I told this to one person. I told this to one person, and I was testing this person to see if they would take this piece of information. It was someone that I was working with at the time. Because everyone, you know, basically the place that I used to work at is a gossip mongrel place. It is. If you're not talking shit about somebody, then you don't fit in there. And I'm going to call a spade a spade. It is what it is. Right? So I had given this piece of information to somebody, which is truth. Next thing you know, I'm getting text messages and phone calls from people asking me if I actually have MS. Well, according to the doctors and the neurologist, yeah, I do. They said they can, you know, yeah, okay, I didn't get the spinal tap. Well, c'est la vie. I have the right to refuse it. It's my body. You know, and, you know, I'm still to this day getting messages from people because of this place that I worked at. Bunch of gossiping ninnies, I tell you. Anyway, I'm not talking the bosses. I'm talking the people I worked with. So, anyway, I got that weighing on me. You know, I just fed you. Seriously? No wonder you're fat like Garfield, Khaleesi. Jeez. My cat just opened up the pantry door. No, no more. You're done. You're finished. I just fed you. Okay, now that I've finished the argument with the cat, let's continue on. Yeah, I know. I know, you guys. I know. Like, when you come to watch one of my videos, you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get laughter. Man, in the matter of one video, you can get laughter, tears. Oh, geez. It's a squirrely kind of channel, I tell you, but it is what it is. I am who I am. So I can feel my body is starting to feel the way it did that year. Like where I'm getting the pins and needles in my hands and I'm dropping things. And what they diagnosed me with was relapsing, remitting multiple sclerosis. And I really, honestly, you guys, I went into denial. And as long as I didn't get that spinal tap, then it wasn't real. You know, and as long as I don't get the spinal tap, it won't become real. Oh, I think it's real. And that's kind of hitting me, right? That's kind of weighing on me. Like, it's like, okay, I need to face reality. And it's tough when you're 40 years old and I should be able to work for another 25 years and my body is failing me so bad, you know. And then I look over at Mr. Addiction and then I look over at my children and then I feel like I'm failing. You know, like I feel like I'm failing miserably. You know, like this isn't what my life was supposed to be at 40. Like I overcame drug addiction. You know, I overcame domestic violence. I overcame child loss. How much more? You know, and I look up and it's where, one second, you guys. And I'm back. All right, I had to go blow my nose. And then I realized I was filming in the wrong camera angle for like 25 minutes. See, do you see what I mean? Do you guys see what I mean? Like, this is just my life lately, you know, and I've been trying to come across that I'm put together and, you know, and I am. I mean, overall, you know what, you guys, I'm not going to dog on myself too much. I am pretty put together. You know, like, I'm a lot more put together than, say, what I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Like, when I first started this healing journey that I'm on, I am definitely a lot more put together than what I was. I do, though, like everybody else, I do not look at myself as any more worse off than anybody. I don't look at myself as I'm better than anybody. I am just another human on this journey we call life, trying to find my way. You know, and there's a lot of times I feel alone. And there's a lot of times that, you know, I'm afraid to break. Because I have to keep myself together for Mr. Addiction. And I have to keep myself together for my children. And I have to keep myself together because that's just what we're supposed to do. Well, I'm getting to the point where I don't know how much longer I can keep myself together without completely just going cuckoo. You know, and I'm pretty strong. I know I am. Like, I've overcome a lot. Like I was saying earlier, you know, some nights, yeah, I sit out on my front deck and I look up and I'm just like, what is it that I'm not getting? What am I not getting? Yeah, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. You know, yeah, I've had to reach out and ask for quite a bit of help. And I got pride. You know. I don't want to have to ask for help. You know, but when you ask for help, don't remind the person of how much they've asked for help. That is the worst thing that anyone can ever do. You know, it is what it is. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. It's just, I'm afraid to be weak. I've had to be strong for so long that I don't know how to be weak. I don't know how to, you know, like I worked my job for almost 8 years and money was never an issue. Like I had my issues, yeah. And I mean, am I the best with money? No. I'm absolutely awful with money. And I'm the first to admit it because for so long I had so much of it at my disposal. You know, I was making really good money, you know, and I worked hard. Like I worked hard for that money. You know, I worked my ass off. There were some nights, some days I would be gone to work before my kids got up to go to school, and I wouldn't get home until 8, 9 o'clock at night. That's when oil and gas was really good in Alberta. You know, and then I got sick in 2017. And I seen how much it affected my family. I seen how upset my children got when they seen me weak. So I chose to pretend it's not there. You know, I chose to pretend that, you know, I'm too young. I'm too young, right? It'll go away. It'll go away. Like, you know, almost like, you know, when you're a little kid and you're scared of the monsters in the closet, so you hide under your blankets, and eventually just the sun comes up and it goes away. Well, I don't think this is going to go away. You know, and yeah, I need to put my big girl panties on and go get this stupid flippin' spinal tap. What they were going to do, well, what the plan was is, well, they were fixing my back under the knife, that they would get their spinal fluid then. Well, now the back surgeon is saying no surgery, which, by the way, my doctor is pissed. I talked to him yesterday. He is not happy. He's to the point he wants me to go get another opinion. So we'll see how it goes. He was iffy about taking me off the pain medication, but it's what I needed right now. I needed to come off the pain medication because I'm afraid. I'm afraid of it. It scares the living shit out of me, you guys. You know, and I do want to say it again. I am not copping a plea here where I don't want handouts. I don't want anything like that. Like, I started this YouTube journey to share my story so other people who may be in the position that I'm in don't feel so fucking alone. Because I'm telling you guys, there's many days I sit and I just feel alone. My family's 45 minutes away and they really don't have much to do with me, to be honest. I'm going to call a spade a spade. You know, I actually gave my mom shit the other day. And then I text my daughter and I gave her shit. You know, I'm like, what? Because I moved 45 minutes away, am I the black sheep of the family? Like, I got to hear what's going on with my daughter from my mom. Like, you know, and if this is the way it's going to be, then don't call and tell me anything. I don't want to hear it. Like, it just, sorry, that's a real soft spot for me right now. It just, I get everybody lives their lives, but like, I've actually tested it. I actually tested it. And if I don't make the effort by phoning, no one phones me. And I'm like, what? Have I fucked up that much in my life that you don't want nothing to do with me? Like, I mean, and this is the stuff that goes through my head. And I know that's not reality, but when you have borderline personality disorder and you suffer with severe anxiety, even if you don't understand anxiety, don't pass judgment. Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean that it's not real. So if you have someone in your life that says they suffer with anxiety, just because you don't, or you come from a generation where that's just bullpucky, it's just an excuse. No, what you're saying is an excuse, because at least people with anxiety will say what they're feeling at the time. Unlike people who just put a smile on their face and pretend everything is okay when it's not. That is bullpucky. And I'm just calling that's something I get really, really, like, I hate it when people pass judgment on others just because you don't, like, and that's something I've put up with my whole life. Squirrel, you know, when it comes to being a medium. Yeah, I can talk to the dead. What, just because you can't, or you haven't met someone who can actually do it? You think it's not real? Well, that's nice for you, but you want me to tell you what I know? Because I'll tell you what I know if you really want to hear it, but you may not like the fact that I know. I don't like sometimes knowing what I know, where I can just look at somebody and they're almost like their whole life flashes before my eyes sometimes. I don't like it. Sometimes I wish I could be so naive, as a lot of people are. I wish I could not feel the energy around me that I do. But it is what it is. This is my life. This is who I am. I refuse to drown it out anymore because I've tried. I've tried crystal meth. I've tried cocaine. I've tried opioid painkillers. I've tried shopping addiction. I mean, I've tried it all, you guys. I can't make it go away. I can't change who I am. It's just not going to happen. If you don't like me or I'm not your cup of tea, then that's fine. Have a nice flippin' effing day. But don't sit there and judge me. Don't sit there and talk shit behind my back and then don't think I'm not going to find out about it. Really? God. You know, sometimes the best part is playing stupid. Oh, yeah, I'm going to sit there and smile like I don't know you're talking shit about me with that person over there. Sometimes playing dumb is fun. It really is. To be honest, it is. I can sit there and I can play dumb till the cows come home like you don't think I don't already know who and what you are. Like, come on. You know, people see it on, you know, they'll sit there and they'll talk about Long Island medium. And then they'll hear that I'm a medium. Oh, no, she's just pretending. She did. Really? What, because you see it on TV, that person's legit? But now you have someone who's maybe in your family or close to you and they say they are. And then they'll give you facts and they'll tell you things that there's no way that I should be able to know. But no, again, no, we're just going to talk more crap and make her look even more crazy because we don't want to face ourselves. Yeah, I've dealt with all kinds, you know, and, you know, there are some people that are like, why do you talk about this? Well, you want to know why? Because this is my channel. This is my domain. This is my world, and this is who I am. And if you don't like who I am, that's fine, because I probably ain't going to like who you are either. So go about your merry way, give this video a dislike, and have a nice day. Thank you. Don't come again. Or come again, watch the video, give me my watch time, and then give me the dislike. Even better. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because sitting there giving me a thumbs down is not going to make me stop. Sitting there sending trolls to my channel to dislike my video is not going to make me stop, you guys. I'm not going nowhere, and I'm not stopping. Can I talk about some pretty heavy shit? Yeah, I can. Do I talk about shit that most people probably won't? Maybe. Or am I just talking about something that just strikes a chord with you? And you don't want to face it. You know, that maybe there are people in this world that just might know a little bit more than you do. Who cares if I'm younger than you? What, just because you're older than me, you think that you should know more than me? I don't flippin' think so. It just drives me insane. And yeah, see, like I said, come on, it wouldn't be a Sherry video. We've gone from laughing to tears to a little frustration. This is a true timeout video. Oh, yeah. You know, and tomorrow will probably be an unboxing. I don't know. I seriously, guys, I have not ordered anything. I have been really good. I am quite proud of myself. You know, I can't. I just can't. I've had to come to that realization that I can't. There can be 10,000 new releases at Diamond Art Club, and I just can't do it. You know, putting food on the table and paying my bills is a little bit more of a priority. And I have diamond paintings coming out the wazoo. I burnt through my savings. I burnt through, you know, I burnt through everything, every resource I've had, you know, so I can just sit here and I can just talk and create this one here. Squirrel! This diamond painting here is, they call it Mother of All. To me, it's Mother of Dragons. It does come from Game of Thrones, but to me, this diamond painting is representing just a little bit more than just Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. Khaleesi overcame a lot in Game of Thrones, right? She became the Mother of Dragons, the freer of slaves. And to me, she represents being able to overcome a lot and still have that strength in the end. No, I'm not going to go crazy in the end like she did. Spoiler. I actually haven't seen it. I've been told. I'm not going to go mad. I've already tried that. Don't work. It don't work. Trust me, you guys. I have done everything humanly possible to try and drown out who I am. I can't do it. And I think it's just time to accept who I am, which I've done. It's taken me 10 years. I've been slowly doing it over the last few months. You know, I'm gonna be who I am. And if people don't like who I am, well, that's fine. Don't come around me. Don't message me. Don't text me. Don't secretly watch my channel and then dislike it because you think you're going to affect me, because you're not. And if you got a problem with me, then face me. Don't boo-hoo behind my back. Don't go and blast me on social media. Put on your big girl or big boy pants and come face me. Say it like it is. Like, you know, I've just had enough. Like, I think everybody gets to a point in their life where you've had enough. And I've had enough. You know, yeah, I've overcome a lot in my life. And July is a really, really tough month for me. Like, I'm actually pleasantly surprised at the fact that I am still doing this through the month of July, considering my son would have been 20. You know, like, 10 was a tough one for me. 18 was a tough one. And 20 has been a tough one too. You know, I miss him every day. I wonder all the time who and what he would have been, but he wasn't meant to be. He wasn't meant to be. And I've always said life would have done a complete turn on me. I wouldn't have Donovan and Carson. And those are two walking angels to me who came to me at a time when I needed them most. So I'm very grateful. And in a sense, yes, the universe took, but the universe gave back twice. And then a third time by giving me a grandson. So the universe can take, and it can hurt. It can be the worst, unimaginable pain you've ever felt. But the universe will always give back if you're willing to be open to receive it. How, you ask me? Well, when I figure that out, I'll let you know. Until then, roll with the punches. I mean, I know there's people out there who have gone through worse than me. You know, yes, I still have 2 living parents, and I'm very grateful for that. I haven't experienced the pain of losing a parent yet. I will, one day. You know, my dad isn't in the greatest of health. So I know one day I will feel that pain, and I'm not looking forward to that day. But I also know death is life and life is death. And the universe will take, but the universe always gives back. By being through domestic abuse, losing a child, surviving and overcoming drug addiction, I've really truly learned how strong I really am. And yeah, I'm kind of in a pitfall right now, and I don't know how we're going to get by, but I also, in the back of my mind, know that the universe takes, but it gives. The universe, God, whatever you want to call it, I call it, when I'm talking on camera, I call it universe. To me, it's Lord and Lady, Goddess, God. But in general, I say universe. It was like I said in my last spiritual Sunday. Everything happens for a reason. We may not understand that reason, and we may not, I don't know what I was going to say. Like, I'm completely sorry. I'm being distracted right now. And it's not by Mr. Addiction sleeping, and my kids are at their dad's. It just happens. I can't control it. It is what it is. As long as I don't get the squirrel thrown at me again, we'll be good. I'm not even shitting you guys. The other night I was coming around. I came down from the upstairs and I was coming around to go to the couch, and all of a sudden Squirrely, the stuffed squirrel that Lisa Swan gave me, was thrown at me and hit me in the back, like up between my neck and my shoulders. I'm like, turn around. I thought it was Mr. Addiction. I'm like, what? And I turn around, he's not there. Squirrel's on the floor, and I'm going, okay. And what that is trying to get my attention. It is what it is. And I mean, if you don't believe in any of this, that's fine. Have a nice day. You know, it's a part of who I am. So if that freaks you out, then definitely maybe unsubscribe or just don't watch my videos, because I can't pick and choose. I just roll with the punches, basically. And I was actually on my way to bed, and I had gotten a message from somebody. And then all of a sudden I was like, all right. And I said, go to bed, honey, because I ain't going to be there for a while. And he's like looking at me. I said, I got to get this shit out. I got to get it out because the thoughts are there. And if I don't, I'm just going to go to bed. The lights are going to go out and I'm going to be left in my thoughts. And I ain't going to get no sleep. And then I'm going to cry. And it's just not going to be a good scene. So it's like filming these videos is a true outlet for me. It really helps me to get things out. Like, yeah, I'm switching over medications. I'm trying to come to grips with being diagnosed with MS. I'm trying to, figure out how to remain the strong one and not break and not disappoint and not let down. And I think that's something we all do. The lights go out and all we're left with is our thoughts, right? And that's when things can get hairy scary, because you're left with your own thoughts. You're left laying there, and you think of things that might have happened 6 months ago or 2 weeks ago or yesterday or 2 hours ago. And well, maybe if I did this, or I should have done that, or I should have seen it. No, and that's something I know you can't do. What's done is done. You can't change it. And that's like my biggest one is I should have put the WCB report in. I should have thought of that. Why didn't I look out for myself? For people who really don't give a shit. So I thought people gave a shit, but turns out they don't. So it's all good. It's cool. You know what? It's over. I can't dwell on it, but I learned my lesson, right? Don't trust people. Don't trust people. The only thing that I miss from working there is the friendship that I had before I started working there, because I felt I lost a friend. And that one hurts. But c'est la vie. We all move on, right? We all move on. Life goes on. And this too shall pass. And I will get through this. Man, I've been through a lot worse than this, let me tell you. And usually every night I try to go to bed and I try to count my blessings and what I do have instead of what I don't have. And I have a lot to be grateful for, and I am truly blessed. But that doesn't mean I'm not human. And that doesn't mean I don't have bad days. And yeah, every once in a while I need a freaking timeout. Why do you think I did Timeout Thursday? Because I need to step back. I'm not going to sit here and give a persona to you guys. You know, and Kate, let's wipe away the tears. Let's put on our happy mask and let's pretend everything's okay and happy and do joyous video. And then the camera goes out and then everything's back to what it was. To me, that's bullshit. And I can't handle channels that are like that. And if people think that I can't see through your persona, you're wrong. I can see through it. I can see through it. One thing I've learned over the years is the human voice and body language. They're really easy to read. Plus, all I need to do is be able to look into your eyes. You know, does it make me a freak of nature? Maybe. But if I'm a freak of nature, I'm a proud freak of nature. Because what I have is a gift. And for close to 40 years, I tried everything I could to get rid of that gift. Because I didn't want to be a freak of nature. I wanted to be normal. Then I learned I don't want to be normal. I don't want to be like that. Do I want to be the snake in the grass that's nice to your face and then talk shit behind your back? No. Quite opposite, thank you. And to everybody that has done me dirty, have fun. Because karma is a real bitch. And the worst thing you can do is to piss off a witch. I don't need to do anything. It's once I figure out your game, karma will do the rest for me. Everybody has karma. It's whether your karma's good or your karma's bad. And I said, if bad things keep happening to you and you can't figure out why, either you haven't learned your lesson or you just got some bad karma. It's just what it is, right? How do you fix your karma? Is there a way that you can correct your karma? Absolutely. Absolutely, there's a way to correct your karma. That's up to you to figure out. Do I feel sorry for people? Yeah. I do, but I don't. I have a shit ton of empathy. Absolutely. I mean, I can't even sit there and watch people get hurt. Like what movie was I watching tonight? $1 Million Baby. And with Hilary Swank, I was watching $1 Million Baby. And when she goes down onto the stool and you hear her neck crunch, it's like I feel it. And then next thing I know, I got tears pouring down my face because I feel that pain. And now she's a quadriplegic. And yeah, I got empathy. But I don't feel sorry for mean, nasty people. Do I say I'm perfect? No, I'm not. I'm far from perfect. I am not the perfect friend. I'm not the perfect daughter. I'm not the perfect wife. And I'm sure as shit not the perfect mother. I don't believe there is such thing. And those who try to come off like they are perfect are actually the worst kind of people, if you ask me. Learning to admit your faults and accept yourself for who you are is maybe, I think, one of the hardest life lessons that's out there. And if being a freak in nature is going to let me live a life in a little bit more peace, then so be it. I'm always going to give you guys real and raw on my channel. I can't imagine being anything but, you know, and I knew I had tomorrow's video scheduled. right? I'm not going to be one of those. Yeah. Was I able to go live last night? No, I wasn't. I was in no way, shape. I've been fighting fever on and off. I think I might have an infection in my foot. So it's all swollen and red, and I've been fighting. I'm okay right now because I took Tylenol. But yeah, I've been fighting fever on and off, and I think that's just a part of my health is going to shit, and it is what it is. You know, I got to take care of myself, and I need to learn that it's okay to be weak. I'm just afraid to be weak. I'm afraid of not having myself all together, and I'm afraid of letting people down. And I mean by letting people down, I'm talking my husband, my children. Those are the people I'm afraid of letting down, you guys. Everyone else to me don't matter. And I'm talking, not that they don't matter, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm tired. I'm delirious. I'm delirious with fever. Excuse me, okay? No. I knew I had tomorrow's video I needed to do, and I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about. I wasn't sure because I enjoy this. Like, I really enjoy, I love diamond painting, as you know. I enjoy chatting with you guys. I enjoy sharing with you all. I started this journey for me. I started it so I could have an outlet to vent. I started it to let people know there's always hope and to never let go of hope. Doesn't matter how dark your days are, what you're going through, if you're missing someone, you know, if you had a fight with somebody and you miss them, pick the phone up and talk to them, because tomorrow is never promised. You know, let go of your pride. Hell, I let go of pride the moment I started YouTube. I'm just kidding, you guys. But no, seriously, like, I do. I lay my shit out bare. I bare my soul to you guys. And I let you in, and I show you the real, raw me and what I'm going through at that time. Because you never know, by someone else listening to what I'm going through, they might go, wow, I'm not alone. Someone else is feeling this way, and someone else is going through this, and I'm not alone. Or, you know, maybe someone will see that, you know, you can survive child loss, as hard and almost impossible. You know, when I lost my son, a part of me died with him, but the rest of me is still here. And I had to learn how to live without him. Because no matter what I did, he wasn't going to come back. You know, and I still had a daughter here. You know, and it took me a long time to do that. So maybe instead of, if someone watches this stuff, you know, that's experienced child loss, instead of taking 20 years that I did, maybe they'll only take 10. I don't know. Like, you know, it's just, I want people to know there's hope. If you're in the pits of drug addiction and you want out, but you don't want to hurt, you don't want to be dope sick, there's a way. You know, if you're in a domestic violence situation, I know you're afraid. And it's that fear that keeps you there. But there's a way. And that's why I want to do this. You know, and even though I've overcome all that, I still got more to overcome. You know, there's things that haven't even happened to me yet that I'm going to have to overcome. You know, and being able to have a community of people who are amazing and supportive and understanding. I still don't know how. Like, my son put a comment on a video saying, you know, wow, congrats on almost 500 subscribers. you know, and Mr. Addiction read that out. And he's like, 500? I said, yeah. How? I said, I don't know. I said, apparently there's 500 people who want to hear what I got to say. You know, and I'm not saying every one of those people watches all my videos. I don't know who does and who doesn't. Unless you comment, I don't know. Right? Like, I can't see who's liked it. I can't see who's disliked it. And that's probably a good thing, you know, and that's just to save peace of mind, right? Like, I have subscribers that, or YouTubers that I follow. Do I watch every single one of their videos? No. Because maybe a certain video they put out's not of interest to me. You know, I don't expect people to watch every single one of my videos. If you do, well, thank you very much. I truly appreciate that. Right? But I don't, there's not enough hours in the day to sit back and watch every single YouTuber or every single video a YouTuber puts out. Does that mean I support them a little bit less? No. You know, and that's the way I feel people are towards my channel. Is it mind-blowing, this journey that I've been on? Yeah. When I first started, you could ask my son. I said, I'll be surprised if I even get 100. I said, I'm not doing this to win a popularity contest. I'm doing this to heal. I'm doing this to get through. And I'm doing it to leave my legacy. You know, and if I can help one person and prevent them from going down my path, then so be it. And see, now that I did this video tonight, I'm going to be able to go to bed and actually sleep and not lay there with the lights out and left with my thoughts. Because I got all my thoughts out. I said everything I needed to say. Was it a mishmash of shit? Yeah, it was a mishmash of shit, let me tell you. It should make, you know, I'm totally expecting for dislikes. Absolutely. Maybe I said something that pissed someone off. You know, I don't care. Like, you know, and I appreciate that people aren't messaging me now saying, you got dislikes. Yeah, so what? I appreciate that no one's messaging that to me. I really, truly do. You know, I don't care. I personally don't care. And I've noticed since I said I don't want to hear the bullshit of my old job, people from my old job don't contact me no more. Thank you. Appreciate that. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I don't want to hear negativity. Don't bring that shit to me. You want to talk to me about how you're feeling? Great. You know, if something I've said has bothered you and you want to talk to me about it, great. But don't bring me drama and don't come to me to talk bullshit about other people because I don't want to partake in it and I want nothing to do with it. So on that note, I am feeling a lot better. It is now 2:30 in the morning. I need to go do my intro. So this is all ready to upload when I get up in the morning. Early afternoon, maybe. Okay, you guys, I really appreciate if you've made it this far, put a star down in the comments. I have a method to my madness. I truly appreciate if you made it this far. I appreciate every single one of you who listens to me ramble and babble on. You know, it's an amazing journey. I ain't going nowhere. I love this journey so much. And I look forward to seeing where this road leads as time goes on. So if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Lets me know I'm on the right track for creating content. If you don't like it, that's fine too. Don't bother me none. Many blessings. Stay positive. Live blessed. And until the next time, bye.